and today's the day. I have been super excited yet dreading this video. Dreading it mainly because I know this is going to be a long-ass video, probably as long as my Hunter x Hunter one, or if not longer. But I'm very excited because if you guys know me, my favorite anime of all time is Naruto. If you guys can see my tattoo. I'm super excited to make this video, but I know it's going to be a long one. This tier list has 100 characters is what it claims, so we're gonna do this. I don't know how long my Hunter x Hunter one was, but yeah, if you guys haven't seen that one, check it out. But anyways, let's get to this, guys. So Naruto, favorite anime of all time. I've got a tier list here, and just to go over, we've got a new section that we're going to add to this tier list because I love this show so much, called the GOATed section, or the S+. Then we've got the best characters under the GOATed, and I'll just establish the GOATed last probably. And then great characters, solid characters, mid characters, and bad characters. I doubt there will be many bad characters, but I can think of one or two. I'm sure you guys can too. Huge spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen Naruto, and if you haven't seen Naruto, just turn this video off and go ahead and watch it. Thank me later. It is a long watch, and Naruto Part 1 is a little bit daunting nowadays with the current pace of anime, but Shippuden holds up very well. I watched that recently for like the 3rd time. So here we go. All right, this is going to be a long one. Let me straddle on in. All right, first character we've got, I don't know how they're exactly, oh, these are all the characters, by the way, guys, but I don't know how they're filing these, and I don't know how they're compiling these and ordering them, but we're just gonna go right off of whatever this tier list is like. All right, so first off, we've got Might Die. This is a dope character, a very small section of the show. However, oh my gosh, dude, when he came up, and you would think such a goofy character wouldn't have such an amazing impact on the story, and in such a short time too with Might Guy. I remember watching Naruto Shippuden, and up to that point in the show, Might Guy was always kind of, Might Guy, not Die, was kind of just a character that was pretty cool, but nothing crazy. After this arc and learning about how the 8 gates worked and all that, and then the Madara Might Guy fight, it changed everything, and it all started with Might Die, his sensei. And so I think this is a very solid character. I'm gonna put good. That makes it better. That is a good character. Yeah, very good character. All right, we got Kayuga. I think I'm pronouncing it right. Kayuga. Bad. That's pretty easy. I was surprised to put one in bad this early, but Kaguya, I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. Kaguya, there you go, is just such a weird retcon, and I wish they had gone away with that and Kishimoto had just taken away that little ending. It should have ended with Madara, in my opinion. You hyped up this villain, and then all of a sudden, here's another story to add to it. I think the only thing Kaguya was good for is to see the progression and the final team up of Team 7 and kind of how they've grown. Besides that, and like maybe the arc between Sasuke and Naruto, it sucked. I'm gonna be honest. Probably my least favorite part of Shippuden. I'm gonna put that in bad. Well, seeing DMS Kakashi was pretty cool though. All right, Haku. Oh my god. God, man, this is tough. Haku's got it going great, right? Because I mean, right off the bat, this is the first pinnacle arc of the whole story, with that of the Land of the Mist and the bridge arc. And God, I remember being a 8 or 9-year-old kid watching this show on Toonami and thinking Haku was a girl, and I was fawning over her just as much as Naruto. And then you find out, nah, motherfucker, it's like 2024. You can identify as whatever you want out here. And Haku is a great character. I mean, it's so sad the way that he went, but pinnacle character. Also, lots of layers. Great story. Similar to that of Might Die, I think the only reason Haku is above Might Die is just because we get to see her more, and it was such a pinnacle point in Naruto's story. All right, we've got the adorable Pakun, one of the Nin-dogs of Kakashi's summonings, which is an underrated summoning. Amazing for a ninja to have like dogs that could sniff and find out where things are. Pakun's obviously the best dog. I'm assuming he's the only dog of Kakashi's that is in here, because he's the only one that talks. Really funny character. And I remember when he was introduced, you're like, oh my god, he's so cute, and he's like, yo, fuck you. I think this is a good character, solid character. Might Die should be above him, but very fun, useful summoning as well with the Sasuke retrieval arc, and then also I believe later with the pain arc he was also very useful. All right, we've got Kiba. Kiba's a tough one because he is one of the original Genin of the story, and you get so much like nostalgia with all the Genin, and I want to put him higher, but I'm gonna be honest, he's kind of a mid character. I know I'm gonna get some hate for that, but I remember during the Sasuke retrieval arc when they were fighting the Sound 4, his fight was the least memorable. And also, besides Fang over Fang, I don't remember him having any other notable feats or moves. That's just my take. All right, we've got Akamaru, Kiba's dog, and I hate to do this, but Akamaru, no, I can't put him in good. I'm gonna put him good. He's just so cute. Also, the whole fight with Naruto in the tuning exams was pretty awesome. Seeing Akamaru be able to transform into Kiba, and then also Naruto using that to his advantage and transforming into Akamaru, that was so fucking sick. I'm sorry. I know this is weird putting him above Kiba, but Akamaru is so cute. All right, Hinata, pinnacle player. Doesn't get as much screen time as you would think, with exception of fillers, at least canon screen time. But Hinata has got to be, I mean, one of the most pinnacle to the story. If it wasn't for her sacrificing herself during the pain arc, I mean, she still lived, but sacrificing herself in that moment, Naruto wouldn't have gone ballistic, and the fight would have been very different. Also, Naruto's shorty. I mean, how can you not discredit that? She also a little baddie herself. All right, Hinata, it's gonna go on the very top of good to me. Come on now, Kurama. I mean, come on, the nine-tailed fox himself. Going in the best. Might go and goated. We'll see. I mean, at first, I hated him as a character when I was like 8 to 9 because I was like, no, why are you inside of Naruto, sealed inside him, and one of the tailed beasts? Then you learn to understand him, his perspective, and his connection with Naruto. And then they became like besties. That was pretty freaking sick. And I mean, truly, without him, there is no Naruto story at all. Yeah, so Kurama is going to get in the best. Come on. Easy. Shino, underrated character. Probably one of the most underrated and underappreciated, and also probably should get more screen time than he did in both the canon and I'm sure the manga as well. I mean, Shino, if it wasn't... here's a hot take, but if he was in the Sasuke retrieval arc, almost all the fights would have gotten a lot easier, but they had to nerf them by not including him. Shino is a cool character. He's going to go in good. I think he's going to go right here, just because he gets a little bit more screen time than some of these guys. All right, we got Shikamaru. Easy. One of my favorite characters of all time. He's going in the best. I'm going to put him above Kurama, but that's just because I love Shikamaru. I mean, one of the most memorable arcs of all time, too, when he was doing the redemption arc for his sensei, Asuma. And Shikamaru, so badass. He has one of the most simple yet complex moves, and it is supposed to be a extremely nerfed move because you need somebody to kind of sit still, but he makes do with his strong IQ. I think he's the smartest in the Naruto universe as well. I mean, fucking badass as character, and also he pulls like one of the baddest girls of Naruto. You're going in the best. Come on, buddy. All right, we've got Choji. Choji is a goofy character. At first, he kind of serves as a comedic relief, I think, with like making fun of him. And then you finally find out that he means business when he gets into butterfly form in the Sasuke retrieval arc. Unfortunately, Kishimoto didn't write him too much in Shippuden, besides I think like some of the filler. But I think he's kind of mid. I'm sorry. I would rather watch some of these characters. He's still one of the getting those. He's not a bad character by any means. All right, extremely mid. I'm so sorry. It's like that whole team is mid. Someone out here is gonna hate me for this, but yeah, you're. I mean, I just remember watching her little thing with Sakura. I just remember watching her fight with Sakura in the tuning exams prelims, and that was the most boring fight I have ever seen in all of Naruto. Probably, actually, it was just they ended up punching each other. And then on top of just punching each other, it was like 3 episodes of them reminiscing about like flowers. Is borderline a bad character, but she redeems herself in the fight with the Fourth Ninja War and also like her team ups with Shikamaru. I think that's pretty sick. But yeah, Shikamaru is obviously the best of that team, or at least most favorited in my opinion. And again, guys, I am basing these off of just how cool their characters are and how awesome they are. This is just my opinions. You guys come up with your own and put them in the comments. All right, Rock Lee. Rock Lee is a character that has been done so dirty by Kishimoto. He is so cool in presence and aura. He's got like 9,000 aura, The only problem with Rock Lee is he just doesn't really win fights. And he's also limited extremely because he has no ninjutsu. So I mean, like, he can only go up to, I believe, 4 gates or something like that, too. And then it also, like, almost cost him his life. He is a good character. I almost want to put him in great. I think if we go part 1, we put him in great. But because of Shippuden, you don't really get to see too much of him. And he becomes sidelined heavily. I would put him as just a pure good character. I'd put him... God, but then his fight with Kimimaro is so dope. And Drunken Rock Lee. I think the fight with Kimimaro puts him a little bit higher, so I'll put him right here. All right, Naruto, obviously a bad character. No, I'm just playing. This is so easy. Are you kidding me? The best character probably in the whole series, top 2 at least. I think there's one other character that I'd put above him. No, honestly, I don't even know. It's Naruto. The story is Naruto. Also, like, I cried the most because of you, bro. All your stories and stuff. All right, 10-10, bad character. Better than Kaguya? Yeah, better than Kaguya. Because Kaguya should not have even been a character. 10-10 was written, like, so poorly. And I feel like, I think I read something where Kishimoto felt bad because 10-10 abilities just doesn't make sense in that of Shippuden anymore. I mean, you just use kunai and, like, tools. And almost all tools are so shit in this series. Sorry. I think the only tool that was good is at the way end when those dudes whipped, I forgot the guys' names, but they whipped out those 2 like extremely OP ninja tools, and then she ended up using it. That was the only time she was getting good. So bad character. All right, Neji. God, they did Neji wrong, bruh. They did him so freaking wrong. Why did he have to die? It just doesn't make sense. It's like it was like on some Game of Thrones season 8, just let's pull something out of our ass to make some emotion out of this type beat. Neji was super cool. Again, in Shippuden, he has that similar effect to Rock Lee where he didn't get much screen time anymore. He had so much presence and aura in part 1 Naruto. And then, sadly, we don't get to see too much of him. Although, I will say I do like Neji more than Lee. So I'm going to put them right here. Yeah, I think that's solid. All right, Kurenai, mid character. I think one of the most underwhelming characters. I think she's cool because of the whole presence of the fact that she might be a genjutsu, like, OP-ass leader. But, dude, we don't even get to see her genjutsu. The only time we get to see her genjutsu is getting murked by Itachi's genjutsu. So, yeah, there we are. Asuma, we get to see much more of. Asuma's a solid character. I think it's a little bit sad that we only, besides the Itachi fight, we only get to see him a lot leading up to his death, which obviously Kishimoto was doing on purpose. He's a good character though. He's a very good character. I'm gonna put him right here with Lee and them. I might have to bump some of these guys up to great. All right, so we got Might Guy. I love Might Guy. He's going in the best, dude. Might Guy is an amazing character. Funny. Okay, if we're going part 1, I would have put him here in just great, but because of pure humor. But dude, his fight, bro, with Madara was so badass. I think purely because of the fight, I'm gonna have to bump him up to 3rd right now. That was so fucking sick. And then even his fight with Kisame was awesome. And he's fucking hilarious. And he truly embodies some lessons that you can learn. I mean, throughout all of Naruto, I think one of the greatest things of this show is that there's a lot of life lessons in it. But with Might Guy, there's even more lessons. Because it's true of that of perseverance. If you're not talented in one specific way, just be the fucking best you can at whatever you are good at and you like doing. And that's a testament for him, Lee, and Might Guy. All right, so we got Gaara. Gaara's interesting. Part 1, Gaara, peak. Beginning, Gaara, amazing, of Shippuden. And then just kind of became a pussy, low-key. And solid character. I think would have been better if they had written him in a more or less two-dimensional way. Like part 1, Gaara, very three-dimensional character. I mean, he was going balls to the wall, everything. And then Shippuden, you got a little bit boring, not gonna lie. I mean, it's only fair to put him near Lee. Their fight was so fucking sick. I think he's right above Lee to me. Actually, he's above. This is hard. I think he's going to be at the top of good. Just because he was so pinnacle in part 1. All right, we've got the one-tailed beast. I forgot his name. Oh, yeah, Shikaku. A funny character. Was very demonic at first and, you know, Gaara's worst nightmare. Solid, honestly. I think he's going to go at the end of good. He's a fine character and brought a lot of presence to the story. Temari, I wish she had more screen time. She a little baddie. I had a huge crush on her when I was growing up. Cool character. Also underrated summoning. She summons this like ferret that has like wind scythe. And yeah, cool character. I think the only thing that sucks about her is you don't get to see too much. I think she's gonna go at the end of good for that same reason. Right behind might die. No, behind. Yeah. There you go. All right, we got Kankuro. Besides his fight with the other puppet master, what's his name? Besides his fight with Sasori, that's right, that's his name. He didn't get much screen time. He's fine. He's overall kind of a mid character. I don't think that he's all that great. Probably better than Ino to me, but yeah, here we are. Honestly, yeah. That's good. This is the sensei. I forgot his name, but he's the leader and sensei of Gaara, Kankuro, and Temari. We see him in only part 1, I believe. I don't think he comes back part 2, or maybe he did at the end during the Edo Tensei. But I mean, fine character. Honestly, don't really get to see him at all. Equal to Kurenai. Sakura. I really want to put Sakura in bad. I know a lot of people would put her in bad. I think we get to see so much of her. And God, one of the worst ending character progressions. It was literally like a bell curve. It was like Sakura starts like a whiny pussy, right? Gets really cool, badass boss lady, and then doesn't curve Sasuke and folds to him super easily. Doesn't even like fight against it. So I want to put her in bad. I don't think she's good, and so for that reason, I gotta put her in mid. I think it's only fair to put her next to Ino. Oh, we got the two fucking Jonin dudes. Oh, God, what are their names? All right, I had to Google it, but it's Izumo and Kotetsu, I believe. They were pretty cool. They honestly only get to see them fight like I think twice or maybe even once with Hidan, but that's the only one I remember at least. But they're cool characters. We don't get to see them a lot, so I feel like I have to be forced to put them in mid. It would be kind of fucked up for me to put them above any of the people we see a lot, but they're pretty badass. I'll put them a little bit above Kurenai. Oh, dude, one of the instructors and Jonins that administrated the tuning exams. Very cool character. Again, they get hit with the fact that we don't see them a lot, so I'm gonna have to put them in mid right here. All right, Anko, one of the more interesting characters. I wish we got to see her more. Also had a huge crush on her as a kid, lol. But Anko, one of the tuning exam instructors, I think the only time we get to see her again is when she served a purpose as in Orochimaru's story in Shippuden. But, oh God, I think she's going to have to also go in this section. I think right behind Kurenai. Oh, dude, is this Genma? Oh, this one's Genma. And then this one is the instructor that hosted the tuning exam preliminaries, the one that was always sick. Actually, pretty cool character. Again, gets daunted by this whole not getting to see each other a lot. I feel like a lot of the characters that we don't get to see a lot is going to go in here. Genma is a little bit cooler, so I'd put him, honestly, above all these characters. All right. Jiraiya. Oh God, come on. Too easy, son. All right, Jiraiya is going to go in the best. I mean, one of the saddest times of all anime ever. God, it's just so sad. I don't even need to say anything else. Naruto's best sensei, in my opinion, and just taught him so much. I'm going to have to put him like third, probably. Jiraiya's fucking badass. Also, all his jutsus was badass. He was also funny when he first came into part 1. I feel like it's unfair of me to put Haku here if I didn't have at least a few of these great characters. No, you know what? I feel like this section is going to be kind of special, like really, really memorable characters. So I'm going to leave that there. Oh, here we go. I've got someone perfect for the great section. Gamabunta. Love Gamabunta. Great character. Every single time he gets on screen, amazing aura. I feel like all these characters are a step away from being great characters, but something held them back, kind of like Gaara being a pussy and Shippuden, and then Neji getting nerfed completely. And yeah, so Gamabunta never had any of those issues. Amazing character. Honestly, put him above Haku. Fucking so cool. I will never forget the entrance that Naruto had in the Pain arc where he comes in and then there's like dun 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 dun, like those sound effects, and Gamabunta's out there. Fucking badass, dude. Honestly, all the toads are pretty sick. All right, Ino's dad, I forgot his name, but very sick character. Oh, Inoichi. That's right. A very cool character, served a great purpose in the Ninja War, especially. I think we don't get to see him much. Gonna go right here. Okay, Shikaku. Very cool character, going in good. That was an easy one for me to rank. I think he goes in near the top of good, in my opinion. Shikaku, obviously as dad of Shikamaru and teacher, in a way, of Shikamaru with Asuma, he served a great purpose. And in the Ninja War, I mean, come on. I don't even need to talk about him too much. All right, Sasuke. This one's a polarizing one for me. So Sasuke growing up when I was a kid was the coolest character in all of anime. Naruto was one of the first, 10 animes I've ever watched as a kid, with that of Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, and so forth, all the first generations, Yu Yu Hakusho and so. But Sasuke was the coolest character because I thought I wanted to be like him. He's so slick. All the ladies liked him and so smooth with it. He was talented at a young age. I literally wanted to be like Chidori and Sasuke, and then as I grew older, I found out that I think part of me wanting to be him is because I'm so not like him. I'm so much more of a Naruto type of guy. I am very loud, boisterous, and just off the wall. And I found out I actually, as I got older, don't like the Sasuke archetype, the whole silent kind of guy and stuff. That's not really my type of dude. Yeah, so Shippuden, he became kind of manic and also a huge pussy, in my opinion. He was really cool all the way up to the killing of Orochimaru. I think after that... No, actually, I would say he was really sick and would have been a best character all the way up to the Itachi fight, which is my favorite fight of all time. I have that right here. That and Pain fight. I have it tatted on me, but I think he's going to have to go in great just because of his pussy arc. And you can't put him in just good because, I mean, it is Sasuke. The whole meaning of the story is of Sasuke and Naruto friendship. I think he deserves the second spot in great as of right now. One of the coolest ability characters, though, with the Sharingan, but a huge pussy. All right, we got Choji's dad. Totally forgot his name. Cool character. Was pretty cool in the Pain arc, Ninja War as well. I think what they did well with his character is to show the trio of him, Inoichi, and Shikaku, and how it translated with Kiba, Shikamaru, and Ino, but again, don't get to see him too much. I think I'm going to put him right under Sakura. Whoop, there you go. I'm not going to lie. Kind of barely remember this dude. I think I remember one or two scenes. I think for that reason, also mid-character. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, we've got, I believe this is Hinata's dad, who... It's either Hinata. Dude, they all kind of look the same. I'm going to say this is Hinata's dad. But served a good purpose. Doesn't get many scenes. Mid-character overall. Jonin level. I think right here. Cool. Orochimaru. Y'all going to hate me for this. He's probably one of the best characters. I mean, there's a villain that is just so daunting at such a young age that I've seen, it was Orochimaru. I was scared when he took the girl's face and peeled it off and it was a baby or whatever it was, like a baby face. That was terrifying. Also, to be nerfed with losing your hands and arms, the pure thing that you need for jutsu, and still being able to stalemate your other two equal level companions of Tsunade and Jiraiya, get the fuck out of here, bro. So badass, had great purpose. I think the only thing that's gonna keep him, okay, you know what, I'm gonna put him at the best of great. The only thing that puts him a step down compared to these characters is purely because of the way he went out. I don't know if it was Kishimoto's fault, the animator, whatever. The fight with him and Sasuke was just so underwhelming. And so for that reason, I'm going to have to move him just slightly down. All right, we've got Gaara's dad. Very cool ability. Doesn't get to see him much going in mid because we, again, don't get to see him much. So I think right around here. The red sand was cool though. All right, we got the sound 4. A pretty interesting how I'm gonna rank these. Okay, so first I'll go with my least favorite of them all, the twin dude. This guy kind of sucked. Didn't really love him. Gonna go right here. All right, then we got the second to least, the one that Choji fought. Pretty equal to the other guy. All right, now we got the 2 people I kind of like more. Spider Dude was actually pretty cool. Spider Dude is gonna go kind of near here. He had a cool fight and ability. His fight with Neji was badass. All right, now her even more badass. I think she goes at the near top of mid as well. So I think that's fair. I think the only reason that I can't put the sound 4 any higher is because we only get to see him like twice during the Sasuke retrieval arc, and then during the arc where the Edo Tensei. Okay, now Kimimaro, the technical leader of the sound 4, he is going higher. We get to see much more layers with him. I'm seeing his past. Even in Shippuden, he gets referenced a lot when during the Sasuke Hebi arc. I think that's the word. I said Heba. It's rhymes with Kiba. But Kimimaro is a good character. I almost want to put him in great because so layered. We just don't get to see him enough to put him super high. I think Kimimaro is probably one of my most underrated characters. I liked him a lot. I'm gonna put him with Lee right here, dude. His whole story and his fight with Lee and Gar was so sick. He would have killed them if it wasn't for his disease. A great character. Kakashi. I mean, I'm gonna sound like every girl that watched Naruto, but as Daddy Kakashi out there, you know what I'm saying? I think it's only fair to put him right above Guy. I think these two go neck and neck. Almost interchangeable, but we get to see Kakashi more. He has more of a story. His whole Anbu arc and everything like that sets him a little bit apart from some of the others. I'm actually gonna put Kakashi at 3rd. I like Kakashi a lot. Do I like him more than Shikamaru? I think I do. Yeah, I'm gonna put Kakashi 2nd. Jeez, all right, here we go. Obviously Kakashi's story, he's not the strongest of the whole story of Naruto. Of course, we all know that he's nerfed with the fact that he's limited in chakra due to his Sharingan that wasn't supposed to be his. However, he is the true story of always get your friends back. And also another lesson that you can learn from him is always keeping composure and cool. No matter what, this dude is always Rico Suave, you know? The fight with Pain even, dude, he was like analyzing, one of the smartest shinobi in all of the story. And yeah, so sad his story of his father, and then also the story of Obito, his best friend, and then having to kill one of his other best friends, Ren. So sad. All right. Yeah. That's Kabuto. Okay. I used to would put him in bad because I hated him when I was growing up because I thought he was like a creepy dude, but he actually does have layers to this character, especially when you find out, well, after Orochimaru's death, and you find out that he's kind of like a lost soul. He's almost like reminiscent of people in modern day that join his cults, and because they were just lost as a kid and someone found them, gave them purpose, and then you just take the wrong turn. And Kabuto is a great example of that. I hate to put him this high, but I'm gonna have to put him in the good section. I think he has a great story and served a great purpose in the overarching of Naruto. He's borderline mid, but I'm gonna put him in good. All right, we've got the first Hokage, Hashirama. Hashirama Sensei, great character. Great character. I mean, the only reason he's not in best is we just don't get to see his story too much. I mean, Hashirama, one of the most badass fights of all time too. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna put him right there. I loved his character, loved his story. When they came back into time and referenced his story with that Madara, amazing. I'm really debating on putting him above Sasuke. I think Sasuke is just so important to the story that, I mean, Hashirama is too, but he created the villages. But yeah, he just doesn't get as much screen time. I think that's the only thing that's also the fucking badass ability of that wooden like a million arm statue thing. So sick. All right. We got his brother, Tobirama. Meanest Hokage, in my opinion, probably. Came up with the Shadow Clone Jutsu, though. And also, was the one to discover the Edo Tensei, or the little revival thingy jutsu. A great, good character. I think he lands it good. I think he has a cool story, cool abilities. Also served as a heel for that of the Hashirama and Madara friendship. I think that was important too. I think he's gonna land right here. Nah, I gotta put him behind the dog. I love dogs. All right, Tsunade. Oh, great character. Too easy. Tsunade is gonna go in the great section. I mean, since introduction, I mean, what better fitting than putting her right next to her grandfather, actually. The Tsunade is peak writing in terms of women in that of Naruto, because Kishimoto was not known to write his female characters that well, and Tsunade was actually badass from beginning, middle, and end. Dude, she's one of the most underrated Kage too. Like, if it wasn't for her, they wouldn't have stood a chance in many situations, especially in that of the Pain arc, with her summoning Lady Kaguya and like pinning her. She's a fucking Hokage too. Like, people, I think, underrate how powerful Tsunade was. I think she belongs right there. All right, Tsunade's lover, forgot his name. Don't get much scenes with him, so for that reason, same thing as the others, gonna end up right here. We just don't get to see him at all. Shizune. I like Shizune. She's cool. I don't get to see her too much. I think it'd be fucked up for me to put some of the genin above her, so I think she lands in mid. I like Kiba more, so right there. Cool. Itachi. Too easy. I have this tattoo for a reason, boys. Is he overrated? The real debate, maybe. But to me, he is neck and neck with my favorite character. I think as I got older, though, Naruto became more of my favorite character because I am the most like Naruto. But for the whole existence of me watching Naruto, Itachi was my favorite. I mean, finding out that his whole story is not what you believe at all. He's not a bad guy. He's probably one of the best characters in terms of what he did for the village, purely, besides Naruto. So I mean, I'm gonna put him second. He's really that guy, dude. Daddy Itachi. All right, so we got Kisame, underrated character. Fucking, I don't care what anyone says. I know he doesn't get enough screen time, but great. Like, come on, he's so fucking badass, and his story of this, like, abandoning his village and so forth, and dude, he's a tailed beast, bro. Man, so badass. I think he belongs right above Tobirama. No, right behind Tobirama because of the importance of Tobi. All right, so we got White Zetsu. I did not like White Zetsu, bro. Dude, if I'm being honest, both of these guys fucking sucked, okay? So both the Zetsus, I'm putting them at the end, and purely because they ruined the whole story of Naruto, bro. The whole purpose of this freaking story was the Madara stuff, and then out of nowhere you find out, no, motherfucker, this dude is, I was working for the whole time. Like, bro, you planted everything. Come on, bro. Honestly, probably my least favorite character. All right, Iruka Sensei. Sad that we don't get to see him enough in Shippuden, but you can't undermine his importance. He's going in the great section. God, I love Iruka. He is the reason Naruto is Naruto. I mean, I gotta put him like right with. I'm gonna put him right next to Tsunade. I mean, ability-wise, he sucks. He's like a Chunin, but importance, saving Naruto's fucking life, bro. Giving him that bowl of ramen and discovering the potential in a kid like that is he's literally the older brother to Naruto. He's what Itachi should have been to Sasuke. They literally are parallels of each other, just in two different directions in a way. Yeah, Iruka's going right there. I love Iruka. Sasori, one of the coolest animated characters in the Akatsuki, in my opinion. Sasori is pretty cool. I think his ability is awesome with the puppets, and him making himself a puppet was fucking wild twist. Also, one of the only times that Sakura was badass was in this fight. I think he is gonna go near the top of good, in my opinion. I put him right behind Lee. Yeah, he has a similar effect of that of Kimimaro to me. Great story, just sad that we don't get to see too much of him. All right, next, Deidara. Deidara is an interesting one. I used to hate Deidara. I used to think he was one of the least uncool Akatsuki members, but you know, after thinking about it, he is just truly an artist, a young artist that was just trying to fit in this weird world that he lived in. And Deidara's ability is fucking sick. Also, his whole battle with Sasuke was badass as well. Would I put him higher than Sasori? I would actually. I'd put him a little bit higher than Sasori. But they're pretty equal to me overall. All right. Granny Chio, fucking sad way to go, but sacrificed her life for Gaara. I mean, she is cool, dude. Cool character. Fucking badass puppet master. I think she goes next to Temari to me, man. She was sick. All right, we've got the Sasori's parents, I believe, his dad. Don't get to see him too much. Served a purpose. I mean, in puppet form, cool, but again, similar to that of Gaara's dad, we really don't get to see too much. All right, Obito. Obito is going to go in the great section. He could have gone in the best section if he didn't get murked so easily and switch sides so easily. I would have to put him in the great section. His story is so important to that of Naruto too. Obito is gonna go, let's see, dude, I mean, peak storytelling, so important to the story, right behind Shizune. God, it's so sad. His story is really tragic. I mean, seeing his friend kill Ren, I think he's just a pussy. That's the only reason I can't put him best. Also, one of the coolest fights with him and Kakashi. Danzo. Fuck Danzo, bro. He's going in bad too. But at least he has cool abilities. I'll put him at the top of bad. Fucking Danzo, bro. He's the reason for all, like, half of the bad things to happen in all of Naruto. Starting the war, kind of his fault. Yeah, he sucks. Also, stealing all of the eyes. Like, we could have seen Shisui if it wasn't for him. But no, ended the story early. Ended Shisu's story early, at least. Sai, mid character. I know someone's gonna hate me out there. Some people like Sai. I think he's boring. Yeah, I mean, cool ability with the drawing and stuff, but didn't really get much substance. Now Yamato, he is a fucking dope character, bro. I put him in great. I haven't put him here. I think Yamato is so cool. His ability and able with having the cells of Hashirama being able to seal that of Naruto, or at least keep it somewhat sealed. And then fucking wood is one of the most OP powers of all time. Dude built a fucking castle for them to sleep in once. He could save like poverty just by himself. So could Tobirama, but dude could just build a bunch of houses. Use up all his chakra, but yeah. All right, so here we get to Hidan, the weakest of the Akatsuki. However, I hate to say it, one of the coolest Akatsuki members, or at least cooler than, to me, he's cooler than Deidara and Sasori because his story is fucking insane. Like, just being an absolute maniac. Yeah, he's going to go right here. I almost want to put him higher, but that fucking wild maniac ability. Also, one of the coolest arcs was his. All right, we've got one of the puppets, again, just like the others, don't really get to see him much. Going to mid. They're not bad characters, though. Hiruzen. Here's something that people don't think about Hiruzen. He is actually probably a bad guy. I mean, not like an ultimately bad guy, but he wanted war. Him and Danzo were the ones to promote war. But again, it was different times, but still, fucking badass character. Amazing summoning, too, with that of the Monkey King. And that fight with Orochimaru was fucking sick. I think he's going at the way top of good. He would have gone in great if he got more screen time and if we got to see more of the reasoning behind why he started the war and so forth. All right, Suigetsu, one of the legendary swordsmen of the story. Cool ability, pretty solid character. I mean, I think he goes in good. I don't think he goes any higher, but I also don't think he's like a mid character. He had some substance to his character. He's really borderline mid and good, in my opinion. Like, I could see him and Kiba going neck and neck. I like him a little bit more than Kiba. I hate to say that. But yeah, served its purpose. Karen, very annoying character. Almost want to put her in bad, but her ability is pretty cool. And then also being related in the Uzumaki clan was a pretty cool twist. She's going to go at the way end of mid, like borderline bad character. All right, Jugo. Jugo's pretty sick. He was the reason for the curse mark, being Orochimaru's subject of study. I think he goes right above Suigetsu. I think they're both cool characters. Borderline mid, though. All right. Ren. Tragic story. Becoming a Jinchuriki and getting fucking murked by one of your crush. And having the person crushing on you see that. I mean, God, Ren. Very important to the story. I think I want to put her high, but I can't. I'm going to put her at the end of good just because we don't get to see enough of Ren. Minato. Oh my God. I love Minato. Oh, fuck. This one's going to be hard. I think he is either going to be at the very top of great. No, I think he deserves to be the best, man. He's one of my favorite characters. I wish he could have gone higher, if it wasn't for the fact that he doesn't get enough screen time, but it's supposed to be that way, being Naruto's father and everything like that. And the whole reason and start of the show is technically also because of him, for having Naruto and sealing him. But fucking sick character. Also, like, teleportation with the kunai jutsu, insane. We've got Hanzo of the Hidden Mist. The ones who came up with the name The Legendary Sannin for Tsunade and Jiraiya and Orochimaru. Cool fight. Pretty cool, like, summoning, too, with the poison toad thing. But, again, we don't get to see him too much. So, for that reason, I think he's going to go right in the upper mid. God, this is such a tragic story of not getting more writing done. I think Konan here should have got more writing. She was so cool, seeing her as a child and growing up with Nagato and what is his name? Yahiko. Sorry. Yeah, that was crazy. And also, like, the origamis and paper ability, like, so cool and unique to the story. I gotta put her in at least good. I think she's one of the coolest Akatsuki members. Just gets nerfed by the fact that she doesn't get much of a story. So I think she's going to be right here. So sad. Could have been higher. All right, we've got Pain or Nagato. I mean, this is truly peak, right? Like, this is one of the coolest villains in all of that Naruto. I think I'm going to put him in the best section at the way end, though. He is a fucking layered character. The only thing keeping him from going any higher is because he had a folder. But, like, Nagato's story it's just so tragic. And it also, he gets implanted at a young age. The Rinnegan wasn't even belonging to him originally, too. And yeah, crazy. Also, one of the coolest battles of all time, Naruto and Pain. Madara. All right. Probably not a hot take, but he is the coolest villain in the whole story. Pain had the coolest arc. Madara is probably one of the coolest character villains, so he's gonna have to go in the best. I think Madara goes right above Kurama for me, right behind Minato. Come on, dude. It's the ultimate. Well, technically not the penultimate, but in my opinion, the ultimate villain in the whole story is Madara. It gets referenced from the very beginning and then gets paralleled with that of the Sasuke and Naruto thing. I mean, just the whole fourth ninja arc is because of this dude. This dude wiped out like thousands of shinobi. Fucking badass, bro. All right, we got Yahito, or the body used for Pain. But the original Yahito, he is parallels Naruto. I mean, everything that he thought was very similar to that of Naruto. A great character, just don't get to see him enough. So for that reason, he has to be nerfed a little bit on my list. I think he goes right above Tobirama. Yep. All right, we've got Konohamaru. Interesting character because I thought he was super annoying, hated him at first, but once he grew up a little bit, also learned the Rasengan, pretty cool. Borderline mid though. I think he's gonna go at the way top of mid to me. Yeah. That's fitting. We got the White Fang, or Kakashi's dad. Oh, so sad. I mean, truly a lesson. He has to go at least good just because of his lesson with picking your friend. I mean, like, what was the quote? It was something with, like, if you don't, what's the scum quote? Those who break the rules are scum, but those who abandon their friends are worse than scum. Like, come on. He is the guy who embodies that. He's going to go right behind Might Die for me. They both are very similar in their effect on the story. All right, we got Kushina, Naruto's mom, and pretty much Naruto's personality, the reason for it. Like, you think Minato is so cool and stuff. Well, yeah, but you should see Kushina. Boisterous, loud, sad we didn't get to see too much. I cried like a baby when her and Minato said bye. That was really sad. I think she's a very good character. I think the only reason she's not in great is just because we don't get to see enough of her. Same effect as a lot of these other characters. I like Kushina a lot, dude. I think the story was amazing. I think she's going to go right above the Akatsuki, or this group of Akatsuki for me. All right, we've got the Eight Tails. What is his name? I forgot his name. Gyuki. I think that's his name. Really? Gyuki? A fucking funny ass character. Also, the first showing that a Jinchuriki and their tailed beast can be best friends, and fun character. I mean, good. Very good. going in the top of good, in my opinion, right above Kushina. Now, the Eight Tails goes even higher because he is so funny being the rapper and like taught Naruto very valuable lessons and a fucking badass fighter too. He took on all of Hebi and only lost one tail. I mean, amazing. I mean, he didn't do it by himself. He did have the help of his Eight-tail beast, but a great character. I like him a lot. I think I like him more than Yamato. I think he's gonna go right there for me. We got one of the Kages. We've got his brother. We've got Killer Bee's brother, and one of the fastest characters in the whole show with that of Naruto and maybe Minato. I forgot if he was faster. Also, sorry, I don't know how long the camera's been cut out, but I just noticed that now. But yeah, I don't know if he is faster than that of Minato, but fucking absolute stellar character. One of the most badass fights, and he just chops off his hand too whenever he got it. Amaterasu. He's going in the bottom of great for me. Very sick. I think he's awesome. I think I'm actually gonna move up Hirozen to the bottom of 8 because I think he goes right above A. All right, we've got. What are all their names? Karu. She was kind of annoying-ish, kind of. Better than Ino. Better than Sakura. You better than Kankuro and I believe the Sound 4. I think she belongs there. Okay, cool. Now we got Omoi, also kind of an annoying character. Don't get to see him too much. Right here. Now, Darui, the coolest of the hidden in the league, or no, clouds ninjas. He is fucking awesome. Having his ability was sick too, and him in the ninja war was very cool. I think he's gonna go near the top of good. Kind of right here. I'm good with that. I'm blanking on this guy's name, but he was so cool. Anoki is his name. This is one of the Kages who has particle style. He is fucking badass and underrated, bro. I think he's gonna go at the bottom of great. The whole sadness of how old he is too. And like one of the coolest fights in that of the ninja war was when the Kages got involved, and his particle style played a huge role in the fight. I mean, so sick. Yeah, I'm gonna put him there. I think the problem with some of these characters is they get minus points because they were on screen and looked kind of like pussy. Like he got fucking murked, bro. So I think that's why these guys are right above them. Yeah, I'm like teetering for these characters, but I think this is a fair list for me at least. Ibisu, funny character, comic relief character for sure. Not too much into fighting or anything. One of Naruto's senseis temporarily. I'm gonna go. I like him more than Ino. Yeah, put him there. Completely forgot this girl's name, but she was cool. One of Obiki's assistants. I mean, we don't get to see her much. I think she goes right here. Oh, dude, what is her name? I think her name is May. I don't really remember it well, but she is the lava style Kage. Fucking badass character, dude. And then like the whole will I ever get married thing. I think she goes right besides Gaara. Yeah, I'm good with that. All right, we got one of her assistants that actually has a Byakugan. Kind of a cool character, but we don't get to see him enough. So I think he's going to fall right around here, which we'll get to. Oh, this kid was fun. He was one of the swordsmen and very underrated character as well. I think he's going to go right next to him. All right, we got the leader of all the little like samurai dudes. He's all right. It's kind of mid character. I don't get to see him much at all, so I'm going to go right there. This is the guy who kind of invented the particle style, I believe. He was the OG Kage of that time. A very cool villain and solid, honestly. Important to the 4th ninja arc. I think he's going to go on the bottom of good. All right, we've got the OG Raikage, or A's father, I believe. Or the predecessor, at least. Don't get to see him too much either. Gonna have to put him at here, but super sick ability, so I think he belongs. Oh, this is the fucking Genjutsu like master. He makes his ability into a shell. That was actually pretty cool. I think he's gonna go right here behind Jugo. These are the two brothers with the ninja tools. They got abilities very high, kind of not that cool looking though, and again, we don't really get to see too much. So for that reason, yeah, I'm okay with that. God, I want to put him in bad because of the whole Kaguya story arc. Shouldn't have even been a thing, but he was actually kind of cool. So I'll put him mid. I mean, this story shouldn't have even been a thing, but he was cool. Put him right here. Oh my gosh, we're gonna end it on this note. Wild. Zabuza, one of the first villains in the story, and yet one of the reasons why you find out Naruto is so great, because even a villain like this can be empathized with, and he kind of became his own version of an anti-hero at the end when he saved the bridge and killed off all those people. I think he served a great purpose in the whole story. Oh, and now I'm starting to realize I think they organize this alphabetically because he's Z, so this now makes sense. Zabuza is a great character. I think his importance to the story gets underlooked because he is the first arc and showed you and showed me how great this story and journey will be. And so for that reason, I think he's going to go in near the top of great. I think he goes right here. Yeah, I think that's fair. And there you have it, guys. We are finally done. This is the longest tier list I've ever done. The total film time is 1 hour and 7 minutes so far. This is insane. Yeah, so guys, I spent an hour doing this. Make sure you guys like and comment. Yeah, let's go over this list real quick. So we've got the only bad characters, only 5. Because, I mean, come on. Poorly written. Shouldn't have even been a thing. Why did you have to ruin his story? Why did you have to ruin his story? And just a really bad dude. And then we got a bunch of characters that we didn't get either too much screen time, or they kind of sucked but had some story, kind of like Sakura. And then we got good characters. Either they didn't have much screen time, but they were very cool and had a great presence, or just overall pretty great written characters and fun characters that we all know and love. We got them, the top pinnacle of the characters out here, all had huge significance to the story. And then we have just the best of the best. And then finally, I'm going to put the GOATed is going to be my top 3 right here. Actually, I'm going to put a top 5. So these would be the GOATed characters of Naruto being, or actually, technically you can only put one greatest of all time, right? So let's do this. There we go. Naruto. I mean, who couldn't have guessed that? Naruto being the best character of Naruto. But yeah, there you guys have it. Here is the full list. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, I am tired. Let me know what I should rank next. I got a bunch of other animes that I've watched that I might get into, but we'll see. Love you guys. Have a great week. Bye.